Quick-witted, intelligent, talkative, and full of mystery, Gemini is the zodiac sign that makes the whole world curious. They can be the funniest friend in the crowd, yet also a deep thinker when alone. How can we truly understand a Gemini who is always changing? Who are they really behind that cheerful and flexible exterior? In today's video, join us as we fully decode Gemini, from personality, love, career, to the hidden sides that few expect. And if you're a Gemini or have a Gemini in your life, don't miss this, because you might understand them better than ever before. Gemini is the third astrological sign in the 12 zodiac signs, belonging to the air element, along with Libra and Aquarius, and is one of the 4 mutable signs: Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. People born under the Gemini sign, Geminians, have birthdays from May 21st to June 21st. This is the period when the sun passes through the constellation of Gemini. In Greek mythology, the constellation Gemini represents the incarnation of 2 brothers who share the same mother, Leda, the queen of Sparta, but have different fathers. Castor, corresponding to the star Castor, is the son of Tyndarus, the king of Sparta. Meanwhile, Pollux, corresponding to the star Pollux, is the son of Zeus, the supreme god on Mount Olympus. The 2 brothers were brave and courageous, and together achieved many glorious feats in their adventures. However, in one battle, Castor was fatally wounded and died. Overcome by endless grief, Pollux decided to take his own life to reunite with his brother. But because he inherited the immortal blood of his father Zeus, Pollux could not die. Out of sincere love, Pollux pleaded with his father, "Let me die in place of Castor, my father." Zeus was deeply moved, but agreed to fulfill his son's wish by transforming the 2 brothers into the Gemini constellation, allowing them to take turns living. Each day, one brother would live in heaven as a shining star, while the other remained on earth. Ever since, the 2 brightest stars in the Gemini constellation have been called Castor and Pollux, symbolizing brotherhood, unity, and solidarity. The symbol of Gemini is 2 parallel vertical lines joined at the top and bottom, forming a symbol resembling the Roman numeral 2. This sign represents the famous twins in Greek mythology, Castor and Pollux, symbolizing companionship, connection, and duality with a single entity. The combination of Castor, the mortal, and Pollux, the immortal son of Zeus, reflects a profound concept about the relationship between humans and gods, the finite and the eternal, as well as sacred brotherly love. Governed by the air element and ruled by Mercury, the planet of intellect and communication, Gemini possesses flexible thinking, sharp intelligence, and keen linguistic skills. The symbol of Gemini not only reflects Gemini's characteristic dual nature, but also represents their strong social connection, open communication, and adaptability to various environments. Although they may sometimes experience inner conflict, this opposition creates the depth and unique charm that define this zodiac sign. People born under the Gemini sign stand out with many strengths that create an attractive personality and exceptional flexibility in life. Ruled by Mercury, the planet representing intellect and communication, Geminis possess clear, witty, and highly persuasive communication skills. They easily blend in with others, know how to steer conversations, and always make dialogues interesting. Geminis are intelligent individuals, quick learners, and highly adaptable to any change. They are good observers, analysts, and often view problems from multiple angles, enabling them to come up with creative and effective solutions. Their curious and eager to learn nature makes Geminis interested in many fields, from art and technology to language and communication. It's not uncommon to find a Gemini who excels in writing, speaking, presenting, and content creation. Their liveliness, flexibility, and youthful spirit help them always be the center of attention wherever they go. They have a natural sense of humor, know how to make others happy, and spread positive energy. Not bound by stereotypes, Geminis can quickly change to adapt to new environments, whether in work, social settings, or personal challenges. Overall, the most outstanding strengths of Gemini lie in their sharp intellect, flexible adaptability, and innate communication talent. They are inspiring people who bring freshness and vibrancy wherever they appear. Alongside their notable intelligence and flexibility, Geminis also have some weaknesses that may cause obstacles in life and work. One of the most typical drawbacks is a lack of persistence. With their curious nature and constant craving for new experiences, Geminis can easily get distracted, often changing goals or losing interest too quickly before completing a task. This can lead others to view them as unfocused or unreliable. Additionally, being ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication and thought, Geminis tend to overthink and may get caught in a spiral of anxiety and internal conflict. They can become indecisive and hesitant when faced with too many choices. Their good communication skills can sometimes become a double-edged sword if Geminis use them to avoid true emotions or talk a lot without depth. Another weakness is their tendency to get bored easily. Geminis need constant change to maintain motivation. So, if placed in an environment that is too static or lacks creativity, they may lose passion and efficiency. On the other hand, due to being overly rational and sometimes too flighty, Geminis may lack deep emotional connections, causing relationships to become shallow if not properly nurtured. In summary, Geminis need to learn patience, maintain direction, and balance between reason and emotions to fully realize their potential. In the workplace, Geminis are the type of people who can leverage their strengths in fields that require quick thinking, creativity, and flexible communication. They dislike being confined by repetitive processes and are always attracted to tasks that are multitasking, dynamic, and constantly changing. For this reason, Geminis often shine in roles such as media, content creation, sales, public relations, or any position that allows them to interact with people and new ideas every day. In love, Geminis are charming, intelligent, and always know how to make things interesting. They are not the type to be overly romantic in a traditional sense, but attract others with their wit, subtlety in speech, and the ability to understand others through every conversation. Loving a Gemini is like stepping into a colorful world where emotions are always in motion and there is no room for boredom. Geminis don't easily open up completely from the start. They need time to feel connected both intellectually and emotionally. For them, a relationship only truly matters when it allows sharing deep conversations, a harmony of thoughts, and a free atmosphere where each person can still be themselves. Therefore, the ideal partner for a Gemini needs not only to be sincere, but also to stimulate their intellect, being sharp enough to keep up with their fast-moving thoughts in their mind. However, as an air sign, Geminis are sometimes seen as hard to grasp or emotionally changeable. They can quickly shift moods and are not always good at maintaining emotional stability. This can leave their partner feeling confused or even doubting Gemini's sincerity. In reality, they are not lacking seriousness in love. They just need space to freely express themselves, not to be controlled or tightly bound. When truly in love, Geminis become sincere, loyal, and wholeheartedly devoted to nurturing the relationship. They bring freshness every day, always finding ways to make their loved one happy and surprised. Loving a Gemini means loving a youthful, creative soul that is always passionately eager to connect, not only through the heart, but also through intellect and life inspiration. Thus, Gemini is not only a symbol of flexibility and intelligence, but also an embodiment of multidimensional people full of colors and complex emotions. Understanding Gemini means understanding the balance between reason and heart, freedom and attachment, change and perseverance. Whether you are a Gemini or are beside someone of this sign, cherish and accompany them on the ongoing journey of self-discovery and exploring the world around them. Because every moment with a Gemini is a fresh, exciting, and inspiring experience. If you found the mysteries and fascinating traits of Gemini truly captivating, Don't forget to like this post, follow our channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss new discoveries about other zodiac signs as well as many other exciting topics coming up.